When there's not enough stomach acid in the stomach, then the bad guys can come in. That stomach acid is not just there to help us break the proteins down, it's also the barrier to the whole digestive system. So when varmints come in on the food that we're eating, they're supposed to die in an acid bath. So when they don't, these bacteria come in and they set up camp, and then they put off even more gases and toxins. They move down here in the small intestine, and then we get that SIBO, or small intestinal bacterial overgrowth issue like so many people have now. And then that can make it even harder for us to digest those proteins, because a lot of these bacteria will put out an alkaline waste. They'll alkalize the stomach even more. Maybe somebody's making just a small amount of stomach acid, but it's getting neutralized by the waste from all of this bacteria. So if someone has some type of overgrowth, it's going to be harder for them to digest protein. So they may actually gravitate more towards these carbohydrates and sugars. This also helps us understand why some people do so much better when they convert to a vegan or a vegetarian diet. If they don't have the stomach acid to break down those animal proteins, that animal protein is becoming a burden to the body. It's creating trouble. So when they remove that, they feel and function a whole lot better. Man, I should have been a vegan a whole lot longer ago. I always should have done this. But then later, over time, when the body's not getting the nutrients that it needs to get from these animal sources, other troubles come about. But you can see where the confusion comes about, where people think, oh, well, this vegan thing must be the best diet because all these people improve when they go there. So if someone has really low stomach acid, they may do better eating more vegetables temporarily and maybe a smaller amount of animal protein, and then they can increase that animal protein once they can break it down better. But then maybe if somebody has an overgrowth problem down here, they may see a lot more trouble from vegetable fibers that go down. You know, vegetables are usually easier to digest, but if there's troubles down here that are creating trouble when they're trying to break those fibers down, a person might feel a whole lot better when they do a carnivore diet. Are you starting to understand why there's so much confusion about what the best diet is?